What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerdcastle for the next episode of the Solus Project. So before we dive down into another cave... The hell was that? What is going on right now? Also, what is that thing in the sky right there? I can't tell if it's moving or not. Ah, they're gonna make me go to sleep. Fine, I will go back in and sleep, but I just heard a foghorn, and I'm pretty sure none of us has the equipment to make a foghorn, so let's put this away for right now. I'll take a little nappy poo, because the game seems to be insisting upon... I'm going to sleep next to this fire now. I'm going to sleep next to this fire. And then we need to hit the B key in order to clock on out. We'll do 8 hours for right now. Hopefully I don't die of dehydration in my sleep. I didn't think about checking it before we went, but I just drank before we ended the last episode, right? Welcome back to Solus Project. My name is Splattercat. We are exploring a planet. We found another human. Unfortunately, he is deceased. He has passed on. He has moved away from our current position. It's a little bit of a bummer. I was hoping we would have a compatriot down in here somewhere. But what are you going to do? Yeah, I know. We got dehydration. Hold on. We'll be fine. Don't worry about it, Robocomputer. What do you know about thirst anyways? Robot Computer's like, what do you know about these nuts? And I'm like, oh, you got me, Wilson. You got me. You got me. So we're good right there. Calories are looking solid. It looks like it is nighttime outside, and it is minus 16 degrees. Hell no. That's way too cold for my ass. We've barely got it up to like 60 degrees in here. That's still a little chilly to sleep without a blanket. Let's go another maybe 5 hours, and we'll see where we pop out on the opposite end. It doesn't seem like it affects our calories too badly, and that is accurate. You don't burn many calories while you're sleeping. Like, once your body goes into hibernation mode, you should be solid. Dehydration, however, is a pretty constant thing that you got to put up with. Let's see if we got daylight yet. I just did 8, so 5 will give us 13, which I think should put us back within the realm of daylight. Sleep quality's looking solid. We got our own little water fountain over here. Man, what a day to be alive. Ain't that right, Yuri? Slept next to a dead body, though, which is a little morbid. I mean, I could do it. It's not going to be a problem. If I got to get in out of the cold, I got to get in out of the cold. But still, slept next to a dead guy, which I guess might have been a new life experience for us. I say, why is that listed in red? How cold is it right now? Temperature's going up, but it's snowing. Okay. Break out the torch for a little bit of extra heat. Make us a little bit warmer while we explore around. And whatever that beacon was that was up last night is no longer on the hill. This is Yuri's crash diary. Let's have a look around. I'm going to start searching for beacons, I think. Those 2 beacons are inside the cave that we just came from. That one over there seems like it may have something for us. I don't know if we're supposed to be searching the surface right now, but I'm going to do it anyways. Because I don't want to leave anything behind. I don't want to be that guy. What does this say? Here lies Jola the farmer, passed away aged 42 on Galea, 12 years after Exodus. So apparently they buried their dead. I mean, we knew that already because there were sarcophagi and other things down inside the crypts. But I like learning about the other cultures too. They buried their dead in the earth just like we do. It's not limited. Oh, it's raining. That'll be fun. That'll be a joy to deal with. We got a campfire, so it shouldn't be too difficult to warm ourselves out. Got stacked stones over there. Got some kind of obelisk tower on this side. Let's go have a look at that and figure out what it's got for us. There's something out in the water. God, I cannot wait to play the full release of this game and just fully explore everything without running into boundaries or anything like that. This is absolutely... It's not like thrilling, but...
Solus Command. Can you hear me? We need your data, or everything is lost. We're still trying to parse the emergency data received before you went dark. Is anyone there? The satellite above Gliese is picking up a weak signal from the surface. One potential heartbeat, but it's faint. If you can, please send a sitrep as soon as possible. We can't afford to lose another ship after Solus 4 last month. The human race needs you to survive. The Solus colony fleet is still stationary near Pluto. We can't last on like this. can't hear me.
Oh, to feel helpless like that. Oh, there's some kind of markers right there. Some kind of buoys that lead out to somewhere. There's a landmass over there. I wonder when we get to swim. Like, is that in this current early access? They said all the content's done. They just have not put it all in yet. Like, they said the map's done, the story's done, everything is completed, but they're stepping their way through slowly because they want to bug test every single chapter one at a time. And the best way to do that is to open it up to early access. Like every 3 to 4 weeks, they'll add the next chapter, and people can play the hell out of that for 2 or 3 weeks. And so on and so forth. I don't think it's a terrible plan. It's not, I don't know. I'd rather play the full game. Oh, I set that on fire on accident? Shit. Alright. Well, anyways. I wish, oh yeah, there it is right there. I wish I had the full game in front of me. But not if it's to the detriment of the release and of the quality of the product that the developers are trying to create. So I respect the fact that they're trying to get everything super polished before they stamp a 1.0 on it. Still, I'm pretty interested in all the things that are happening. I kind of wish that I could just binge play this for the next 30 hours. They said the final game is like 8 to 12 hours. They said the fastest any of the development team has speedrun the entire game was 5 hours. And they said that was using exploits and like all these little secrets and stuff that they know about in order to get through. What is this? Day 5. It feels a bit surrealistic. That time does flow more slowly on board the ship. It's painful having to wait for months to receive a reply, even with translate communication available. There's a lot of people who come by to check if any replies have come in. That'd be wild. That'd almost be like the days of the telegraph again. Like, it's like our technology has gone up, but our ability to communicate has gone down. It still takes us days to relay any sort of message, like Pony Express style, even though we have spaceships and things of that nature. That's kind of crazy, right? I don't know. It's got an ironic tinge to it that makes me happy. People have gotten used to the system at long last. They still cause chaos switching and trading away their cast time without letting me know. Some have even lied to get more time. Perhaps the whole thing is flawed. Just give everybody a login, and every day it allocates X amount of time, so you can't barter it, you can't trade it, you can't allocate it to anybody else because they need the login in order to do it, and then just make a mandatory 100% rule where nobody's allowed to use the cast without logging in. Done. Problem solved. Well, the beach so far seems uneventful. How's our vitals doing? Calories are good. Water situation is passable. We'll probably have to head back to the cave because I didn't bring any water bottles with me. But at least we'll know that we hit all these random little areas out here. I think they tend to situate a lot of the letters and other random little bits and bobs around areas where there's like wreckage and whatnot, so you have something to shoot for. I don't know if there's any reason to climb up on any of this either, but it might be worth looking around. We might find like a little secret beach with a relic on it or something. Another post pile over here. That's what you call a bunch of like columnar joints like this, and call it a post pile. Oh shit. Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably gonna hurt. It's probably gonna sting a little bit. You ever hit the ground so hard with your feet that your goggles crack? I bet you haven't, son. Is swimming in the game yet? Can we swim? Looks like we might be able to. Well, we've got seafloor and everything, so yeah, it looks like swimming is possible. That begs the question whether or not we would be able to swim out to there or anything, though. I would assume it might be a wise idea. Oh, look at that, with a lit torch in our backpack. Our Apache Match technology. That's how good we are. That's how we throw down. Will this allow me to loop back and get to the other camp? Yeah, this is just the right-hand side. Okay. Cool. We should dry out fairly quickly. The sun's out, so I don't think it'll take that long. Yeah, we're drying off pretty quickly. Don't think we'll have to worry about it long term. Let me go back over here. I'm going to grab whatever... Yeah, I know. I'm working on it. I am well aware, Wilson. Although I guess Wilson is a girl's name in this situation. You figure it would have like a male voice, right? Because Wilson's a male's name. Maybe she's like a boy named Sue. It's a girl named Wilson. Maybe she had a family member who was distinguished in honor, and she was the only born child, and so they just went with Wilson instead. drink my water. Smack my sword on the wall while I'm drinking my water. Oh, look at that. We sweat, too. I had no idea. Apparently we sweat. I think I may make a little storage cache over here. Like the glow stick. I don't see any reason to bring that because we've got a ton of different items that illuminate things. Get rid of the light crystal, too. There we go. Seems solid enough. We can probably do away with the med packs as well. Don't set them on fire, though. We might need those later on. And now that we got a sword, I don't think we need the sharp rock anymore. I think our weapons technology has overshot that necessity. I'm going to bring 2 water bottles with me so that we can stay out a little bit longer. And from there, let's decide where we want to go with all this. I'm going to explore the beach to the left, see if there's anything out here that we can lay eyes upon. We've already got more Yuri journals out there, so I think that's a worthwhile endeavor. Looks like it's pretty warm out right now. It is 123 degrees. Holy shit. That is really, really hot. That's like crazy hot. The hottest day that I've ever had where I live was 121. 125 is pretty wild. This planet's baking. This would probably not be the best time to explore and run around, in all honesty. If you have hot days like this, my recommendation would be to take a siesta during the day, during the hottest hours, work in the morning, crash for a little while around noon till 3 or 4, and then get back up and work a little bit more. If it's this hot, chances are it'll stay bright a lot longer too. Here lies Sila the fisherman. Left his world aged 40 on Galea, 16 years. Left this world aged 40 on Galea, 16 years after the Exodus. I love that shit, that we share that in common with another race. Like we bury our dead, we show respect, we mark their graves, things like that. It seems like a simplistic thing. But one of the big things for me when I was in college, I had to take anthropology courses as part of my paleontology minor. And one of the most beautiful things to me was they had Australopithecus, and they had another couple things that took place after that, basically. Wow, it's even hot in the water. That's rough. It's very, very rough. And I remember sort of a gifts and trophies and things like that inside the grave with the body, and that they mourned even though they were, you know, a much more primitive primate than we were, was really sort of a beautiful thing to me. I don't know. It kind of got me a little bit. I find that very, very cool that they would have, you know, the same emotions that we have and the same feelings that we have towards our loved ones and stuff like that. And it's not that it never really registered before that point. It's just that you never really think about it until you see it in a textbook and you rationalize it through in your head. I'm going to go for a swim. It's hot enough to where I think we can get away with it. What would be really fantastic is if we could make it all the way around the edge of the island.
Operator, wet.
That's fine. I can be as wet as I want to be. That's all good for me. It's like 150 degrees outside right now. Let's keep that on the low. I'd be swimming all day in this kind of heat. I'd never get anything done. It looks like we probably could have just walked the beachhead, and in fact, I probably missed out on something right here. I don't want to rush the main storyline, though. I want to spend time out here, like, looking at stuff. Looks like an altar of some kind. Oh, the sun went behind the hill. I was like, what happened to our light? That's cool. Hopefully we dry off before this gets any more rowdy. Do we have any kind of plaque here that explains what this is? Oh. I don't see anything. I don't hear anything either. Interesting. Okay. Let's travel up this hill right here. As a hiking buff, I see a hill like this, and I say to myself, there's got to be something at the top worth seeing, or at least a view worth remembering, or a landscape worth photographing.
Reminder, your survival is of paramount importance.
Thank you,
to the
Wilson.
continued existence of mankind.
I know. I am the shit, and without me, mankind is lost. It's nice to be reminded every now and again. Looks like we got a beacon right there that's pretty close. I don't know if we can work our way up there through here, but it seems as though it might be an option. I don't think I can make that jump right there. I was gonna say if we could somehow skeef these rocks. Oh, but there's a sheer wall right there. I don't know. Let's rock climb a little bit.
Dehydration imminent.
Alright, I'm working on it. You ain't gotta tell me. I'll take care of it. There we go. A little bit higher, a little bit further. Let me get a light source. It's still 100 and something degrees out, so this might be a bad idea with the torch. Still. Oh, shit. There we go. We made it out. I don't completely know what we're shooting for here. But if I can get over this post pile, chances are there may be something loverly up here. And so now that we've crested the hill, where's that beacon at? Yeah, buddy, I knew we'd find something up here. Alright. Looks like we got a black box. Oh, cool. Flight recorder gives us a resistance to falling. That's pretty badass. We've got food and some other little things up here. We've also got what looks like a piece of paper. Yuri's diary. I decided to break protocol for our last recordings before landing and let people speak for longer than 10 minutes. I had expected that our PPHQ representatives would object, but they both agreed. Everybody is feeling the strain. Almost there. Alright, gather up the food. We might need it. You never know. What is this? A tower part. It's essential. Nice. As I was deep in thought about my last recording, Casey dropped by and said he was thinking of his family, about his son. What the boy had said or drawn during recordings. His son is almost 13 now. This is a ship of people orphaned and widowed by humanity. Looks like we got something just over the bend, too. Oh. Some kind of thing which has been built. They were apparently big fans. Look at that. That's just incredible. What a view. And I think no human being has ever seen this ship. Okay, Yuri saw it, but he's dead now, so I'm just going to pretend like he didn't exist, and I'm number one. That's how science works. If he dies, he gives up his part. Finders, keepers, all that shit. Losers, weepers. ETC. I miss you, Maria. I often listen to the recordings of your cast over and over during the night. Hearing your voice calms me down. It's bittersweet like sour candy. While we were chatting about champagne, Lars and Ammon were smiling and chiming in. Joachim insisted they were hiding something and we should go on a treasure hunt. I had to stop him quickly before he could convince Casey. Another tower part. Oh, this is the transmitter? Okay, yeah, it saves me the trouble of having to carry all this shit around with me, so... For sure, let's put these things in here. I don't even know if this is winnable right now. We might be doing something that's somewhat futile, but... I love champagne. I'm too poor to love champagne, but I do love champagne. My God. Champagne, Corbel Sweet Cuvée. Oh, good Lord. What a drink. What a beverage. A little expensive, though. It varies here because the Corbel Winery is near here. And so sometimes, if it's near the holidays or whatever, you can usually get it for about $11, $14 a bottle. And so I usually buy a few of them whenever that time of year comes around. Just to sort of make sure that I've got some to enjoy for any, like, fancy occasions that come up or celebrations or, you know, graduations or whatever. I like celebrating with a toast every now and again. And I love champagne. Bubbly is an amazing thing. And I am a sucker. That's a rock. Sounds like an engine might be cycling over here. As we continue to send recordings back to Earth, I cannot help but think about everybody on Earth, the ones who are left behind. Who are we really doing this for? For ourselves? For the future of humanity? Or for the delusional elite? I'm wondering if Yuri is not a native English speaker because he's used words like surrealistic. I don't think surrealistic's a word. You just say it's surreal. Same thing right there. The delusion, whatever. He used the wrong word. The elite have all sullied their hands in different ways in order to survive, willingly paying any price and eliminating anybody standing in their way, no matter what the relation. And these are the people we'll save with all the dirty money they have. I was going to say, how did they choose who got to go on like all these arcs and shit? That appears to be, I don't know, some kind of like rotational or rotary mechanism or something. It was threaded, and it looked like a drill bit or a drill grinder, maybe. They told us as scientists that our families would be saved if there was any room left. It's what they said. I told myself that a small chance to save my family was better than nothing. I'm the oldest person on this ship, the only one who was even on Earth. Damn. Huh. He's got a picture. Imagine if you had never been to Earth, how foreign that would look to you. If, as a child, your parents showed you that picture even though you had never seen anything other than the inside of a spacecraft. How crazy would that be, right? I like experiences, though, and the cataloging thereof. I like thinking about like how that would make you feel and what that would make you think and what your child would go through knowing that you lived in this amazing place where everything you could ever want was 10 seconds away from you at a supermarket. And now, eking out even just like the rawest bare existence seems like an unlikely thing to accomplish over the long term. Wild stuff. We're about out of time for the day. This is the Solus Project. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I'm enjoying it tremendously. I look forward to seeing you all in future episodes. Here lies... Okay, Jola. We already got Jola. I'll see y'all in the next episode of Solus Project. I really, really hope you'll join me. Sincerely. Consider it. I'll see you later. Bye, everybody.